Well, I've been hiring good news all the miles around. My sister jumped up now, ooh, she began to grin. Yeah, she did. Well, my sister jumped up, ooh, she began to grin. She said, good Lord have mercy, please forgive me for my sins. Forgive me now, please, please, please. Get me religion, gonna join a Baptist church. Climb up this mountain, shine down upon our world.
Good
Hello.
evening, back in the bar,
Oh,
back
yeah.
in Finnegan's for
Oh, it's
another
already
evening.
lively, Tom, in here, isn't it?
It's a little bit too lively tonight.
It's quite lively here. This might have been a bad idea, this, Tom. Getting these two on together.
I tell you what, let's introduce them straight away. We've got Connor and Danny in tonight.
Connor
How are
and
we
Danny.
doing? Connor and Danny.
Hi. You alright? He's on best behaviour. You don't want to speak.
They've gone all quiet now. They've gone all very quiet.
Long lost brothers there.
They are. Look
I
at
know.
you guys. Could be brothers. Look at you there.
He is very handsome, isn't he? Oh, look at him. He is like...
And do you know what? It's possible with Danny's dad. You actually are brothers.
Does your mum know where Mickey laid him?
Knowing me man, possibly.
Your mum's possibly watching. Come here, bro.
You just have to change your accent. I can't be called a Scouser.
Oh, here we go.
I'm only
It's
joking.
gone west already.
Straight away. He's been barred from Finnegan's within seconds.
Be the only
right
person
in with that
ever
sword.
barred.
Well, welcome
Wow.
to Finnegan's tonight. It's great. This is my favourite place to have a drink.
That's
out.
my
I
favourite
have to
place.
admit, cheers.
Yeah,
It's good
cheers
to be
again.
in, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Favourite place to be on a Wednesday night.
The
Thank
only
you.
place to be on a
It's
Wednesday
the only
night.
place, unless that you've got Amazon Prime and you're watching the football tonight,
Well, they won't be watching this, will they?
which
So-
could be most of our crowd.
And in
but-
fairness, about 3 years ago, me and you used to have a prayer meeting on a Wednesday
We
night.
did
so
have a
this
prayer.
This is definitely upgraded.
What? He's led me astray. He has led me astray. But welcome if
Whose
you're.
idea was this podcast?
Well,
Who said Wednesday night?
it's what I didn't realise Arsenal would get back to the Champions League at that point. I thought we were
No,
doomed
none of
for
us did.
Thursday night
None of us
football
did.
forever.
No.
But welcome to Finnegan's. If this is your first time, it's great to have you
It
in
is.
for a drink. Let us know you're
Fabulous.
here. Let us know what you're drinking. Nice to see
If
those
it is your
who are
first
already
time,
in.
what do we do? Like, subscribe, whatever you say.
Oh,
Go on.
yeah,
You
like
had
and
a little
subscribe.
patter.
That's it. Like and subscribe, rate and review.
Oh,
That sounds good,
that
doesn't
was
it?
that was it. Like, subscribe, rate and review.
It only
Still
took
can't
me a
say
year.
it.
But if you're watching, give us a little like, share the video on
It helps
Facebook,
us. I
subscribe
don't know
on
why it
YouTube.
helps, but it does.
Give us a little rate and review. We'd much appreciate it.
We would.
And if
Yeah.
you want to give us 5 stars, that's okay.
That's amazing.
We take
Yeah.
2 to 4. Also. But every Wednesday we come in, we have a different guest,
We do.
from a totally different background.
Yeah.
We talk, we have a bit of a laugh. We talk about what we've been up to for the week.
Yeah.
We talk a little bit of faith. Me and Allan are Baptist ministers,
Yeah.
so we talk a little bit about of our guests' faith, if they've got a faith. You know, what's their experience of
Yeah.
church. And we play a game and we tell a story. Connor, did we tell you need to tell a story at the end?
Yeah, I've got one.
You've
Perfect.
have you got a good one?
Oh, I'm telling you.
Good.
For me, anyway, I don't care about you two.
Yeah.
For me, it's the best story in the whole entire world.
Okay. Why do I feel like
Can't wait for this already.
this is going to have something to do with football and Man
No,
City?
it's clean. It's clean. It's clean.
No,
It's perfect.
I'm already liking this podcast. Because you know what? What you don't know is he's terrified.
I am a little bit
I don't
terrified.
care if I get sacked.
Great. Well, actually, your grand's watching
Your
tonight,
gran.
Connor.
Better behave yourself,
Is
Connor.
that Norma?
Not yet. Good
Oh,
old Norma.
Norma's such a grand name, isn't it, Norma?
Pride
I love
of
it.
our Norma.
Nice
She's
to have you
brilliant.
in, Norma.
Nana Norma, is
Yeah.
it?
Grandma.
Grandma
yeah.
Norma. I had a grandma.
Yeah, her mum was called Nana.
Right.
Was
So she wanted grandma.
Yeah,
She's my best mate.
I had a
Brilliant,
grandma.
love
Yeah.
Very good. Well, lovely to have you in, Norma, and buckle in. This is
It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
quite a ride for you. But you're supporting your grandson.
Yeah.
We like that, don't we?
yeah,
My
yeah,
Emma's
yeah.
saying, can she open the Baileys?
Yeah.
It's
I
December
thought
now,
we
isn't it?
drank it. Hey, yeah.
But I'm not there, and so she's opening the
She's going
Baileys.
to,
Christmas
you're not
drinks.
there. We drank the Baileys, didn't we, last week?
We
Or
did
the
have
week
some
before?
Baileys
I
last
can't
night. That
remember
was
when it
very enjoyable.
Can't remember.
Well, if you've not seen the
Yeah.
podcast before, you can catch up on previous episodes on Facebook and YouTube. You can also you can subscribe on there on whatever your favourite podcast platform is, and we'd love
Bill,
to.
you like Bill and Ben?
Again, that's a reference that Allan is the only person in this bar.
In this room. The flower pot.
Well, I was thinking along the Chuckle Brothers, but one of you should be dead. So take your pick.
It's Teletubbies now, isn't it?
Don't try and be relevant. It doesn't suit you. But anyway, so last week we had Mick Moran in,
We
or
did.
Tucker, and he was good value, wasn't he?
He
One of
was
your
boss,
mates from long back. He's been doing comedy now.
Yeah, he started the comedy course, which we're doing again after
We're
Christmas.
starting the comedy course. So if you're local in the Northwest, Connor, ever thought about being a stand-up comedian?
Do you know something? It's so weird you just said that. I'd love to do that.
Would you?
I would.
I was waiting for, do you know something?
We had a fella. We had a fella from Berry on it last
Yeah.
time, but he didn't last. He didn't come and do the live performance.
Did he not? Did Josh not watch the final performance?
Josh
Dignam.
poor Josh Dignam, yeah. he sort of lost his confidence.
Yeah, you remembered his name quicker than you remembered your grandson's.
I'll
Which was
be
great,
there
yeah.
for you.
Very good.
I'm all over that. You'll never get me again
Yeah,
on that
we've
one.
got you.
Yeah.
So Connor, yeah, you could do our stand-up comedy.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
I'd love to. It's something that I've always, especially after doing the ship.
Yeah.
I've always thought, because being Northern on the ship, you meet so many different people.
Yeah.
And it was like, do you know who you remind me of? Like, it was either Jason Manford
Yeah.
or Peter Kay.
Yeah.
So one's skinny, one's not. I'm thinking, I know who I'd rather be. But it is something I've always kind of said I'd love to have a
To
dabble
be fair, I
in
wouldn't
and-
say Jensen Manford was skinny.
Skinnier than Peter Kay, let's be honest.
No, have you seen? Peter Kay's lost loads of
has.
weight. He's dead skinny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he looks ill.
He looks. Yeah. I think he was.
Jason Manford.
No, yeah. But we had a comedian on the ship
talking, mate.
called Scotty Miller.
Yeah.
Okay.
And did you meet Scotty?
Yeah, very good.
Honest to God, one of the best comedians, bar Allan, of course.
Yeah.
that I've ever met. He was so funny. And he actually said, why don't you do a Peter Kay tribute act? Well, and I did think about it, but my missus said if I ever shaved my beard, I'd be single. So I've either got loads of money.
Yeah.
I'd have been straight in that one. See you, love.
Passes the easy.
Garlic bread.
Garlic bread, plasma. Yeah. But yeah, let me know when that is. I'll
Yeah,
definitely.
we'll sign you
I'm on
up.
that. I'm on
Do you
that.
know what my daughter's saying? As Allan had a haircut, she's recognised. Look at that. It's got a skin fade. Look at that. That's
Getting
fancy,
ready.
that, isn't it?
That was an in-house joke.
Very good. Very good. Liverpool apparently already won up, so there you go.
Who scored?
Turn it off now.
Who scored? Come on, let me know who scored.
Salah. It's
Yes,
always
he's me
Salah.
captain. Go ahead.
Captain Salah.
Very good. So what we want to get into, just we'll touch on it more, but
Yeah.
basically, Connor, you met Allan on a cruise ship. Is that correct?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. So I think you worked on cruises for a while. What's
9 months, I wouldn't say. It was
9
long
months?
enough.
Okay.
Put it that way.
We're
By
gonna
the
get
time I
into
met him, he was ready to go home.
Was he?
Definitely. Some of the things he was saying on the microphone.
So what we established before we came on air was that Connor's worked on cruise ships, but Alan's been on more cruises than Connor, which I thought just says it all, really.
No, Connor's been on 2.
Yeah.
2
I've
cruises.
been on 2.
You've done more than 2.
I've only done 2 cruises.
Why are you're having us
Haven't
on
I
there?
only done 2
this
cruises?
year?
No, I've only done 1 this year. The
You're
same
telling me?
amount as you.
You've only done 50% more cruises than me.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So there you go.
I feel like I've
Tory
been getting
Tom.
into you
Hey.
for all
You
sorts
have.
of no reasons.
You
now.
have. And the last one, it was like 6 years ago.
Yeah. Wow.
The Britannia.
Van
P&O.
Dijk. Van Dijk
Van
scored.
Dijk. Was it a header?
Was
Anyone?
You know what, rather than we could just watch the game and just let all these poor people watching at home.
We could just comment on the game, couldn't we, instead? Put it on this screen.
We could just do live commentary, couldn't we?
Don't have me commenting on the bill.
That's true.
I was with him once, Connor, and Norwich were playing Liverpool, and it was the one where Suarez scored really late, and he spat at the telly.
It was the first time I'd met him as well. It was the first time I'd come out for Sunday dinner,
He
didn't he?
spat at the telly. My
Brilliant.
telly.
Oh, could have been worse. You could have bit it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Wow. And so we're going to get into
And
that.
then I thought, he's a keeper.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I can imagine
All
what
right,
you
Jamie
said to
Carragher's
you.
still allowed on TV, so
Yeah,
you're still
I'm
still
still
for
here.
you.
Carragher's still on Sky. I'm still allowed on here.
Oh.
We're all spitters.
We're going to
And
get
Scousers.
into it, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're going to
we
get
are, yeah.
into it. But
Yeah.
first of all, have you got anything to report from this week?
I haven't had the best week, but you
No.
know, I've had better weeks. But what about you?
Well, I've been working in Manchester.
I want to tell you this.
Connor.
I want to tell you this. He rings me last night on his way home to have a chat on his way home. You know, a little bit of a pep talk to keep him going
Like
in
how you
his
said
job.
pep talk then. I know
Yeah.
what you're thinking there, Alan.
No,
Guardiola.
listen, right? And then he puts the phone down. He rings me back about 2 minutes later and he went, I've just realised I set me sat nav to Derby. I've been going 45 minutes. He said, I've gone over a mountain.
That's not
I've
what.
gone over the Snake Pass.
That's not what
On the way
happened.
home, I said, did you not think to yourself, where's the M62?
Don't remember any mountains on the wheel.
That's not.
That is what happened.
I'll tell you what happened, because technology nowadays, basically, I drive to Manchester on a Tuesday. Always on a Tuesday, I'll go to work in Manchester.
Yeah.
So I just get in the car, the phone connects to the thing, comes up with my
Manchester.
sat nav, Manchester, off I go.
Yeah.
So I got home.
When was the last time you were in Derby?
Well, I don't know. So it's technology, isn't it? It's scary. So I got in the car on the way home, plugged it in, and didn't even think. I just
Because you were
followed it.
playing Tottenham and they thought, Derby. Yeah.
I just followed it. And 45 minutes later, I'm climbing a mountain, and I'm thinking, where are we going? And I looked, and I was well on my way to Derby.
This is like literally last night.
That is shocking.
He's on his way to
But
Derby.
the other one was when I was.
To be fair, he's not used to driving to work now, is
That's
he?
it.
He's
I'm still
phoning in
getting
sick
used
and
to
that,
it.
so no way. I'm surprised he never
The
ended
other
up
one,
in it.
the other one was a couple of years ago,
I was
wasn't it?
trying to get back from Runcorn. I'd been to London for work. I was trying to get back
You were
from
coming
Runcorn.
through Runcorn for some reason.
Yeah, coming back from
Instead
I've got
of
the
just
train
going
from
round.
Runcorn, so I'm
Oh,
driving back home from
okay.
Runcorn, and I can't. I'm getting to the bridge, but the bridge is closed, so that I can't. Like, how do I get across the water? So I keep driving around in
Please
circles.
tell me you swam.
He rang me.
I rang him and I
He
said,
rang me and he went, I don't know where I am. I'm lost. He was nearly crying. He was nearly crying. I went, just keep driving. It'll take you to the new bridge.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it keeps taking me to the old bridge. I said, just keep driving. You'll get to the new bridge.
I was trying to go over the old bridge, which was not there anymore
Well,
at
it
the
is
time.
there.
Anything to save £2. This is cheaper this way. There's no one on the bollard here.
I think I told you before when I took Emma to the airport before we were married.
What? Go on.
And we were dating, and her and her friend wanted to go off on holiday. So I was driving to Heathrow to take her Spain, wherever she's going. We're on the way, and she goes, I go, what terminal is it? She said, Terminal 5.
Yeah.
I said, this was quite a while ago, 15, 16 years ago. So I said, I don't think they finished building Terminal 5 yet. Are you confident it's Terminal 5? She said, yeah, it's Terminal 5. So I'm driving. We get close. There's bollards. There's builders. I'm saying, I'm trying to be, at this point,
You're trying to be nice.
I'm trying to be nice. So
Yeah.
I'm like, are you sure it's Terminal 5? Because it looks like they're still building it. She said, it is Terminal 5. So I went round the
I just
bollards,
dropped it off there.
past the builders, until eventually someone stopped me where the road, there was no
was no road.
runway. There was no road.
No, that's all right, though. She wasn't flying till a year later. She was a year earlier.
It's just trying to get
Wasn't
rid
built.
of him.
That was a warning sign right there, wasn't it? That was a warning sign.
And we've also been asked about radio, haven't we? He's come back to us, hasn't he?
Connor, I don't know. He's interested in doing. So we're going to talk about it later.
We
But
are.
he's interested in doing podcasts, and so he wanted to find out how not to do it. That's why he's come down to us tonight. But we're going big time, aren't we? Basically,
We're going massive.
So,
What's it called? Connect Radio or something.
Don't
What's
say it
called?
now in case they bin us off.
He might.
They've
He won't
asked-
be watching this.
You've already binned it off.
As if he's watching this.
He's come asking now, hasn't he? Can we do a
come
pilot?
asking, yeah.
But he's explicitly said no swearing. So
He was talking to you.
We'll shit that one out,
Yeah.
mate.
that's it. So I don't think we'll be able to have you on that one, Danny.
No,
But,
no. Unfortunately,
very
Danny's
good.
bad from that one.
well,
I'm busy anyway.
Washing his hair.
well, let's get into this with Connor then. And
Yeah.
if you're at home and watching, and you throw in your questions for Connor,
Yeah.
we're going to get to know. I don't know Connor at all.
I dread to think with some of my lot watching what these questions could
Well,
be.
Don't worry, you filtered them.
also Norma, if you've got
Norma,
a story,
yeah.
Oh dear.
Come on,
if
Norma.
you've got any stories for us about Connor,
What
just
we
throw
should
them in
ask
the
him
chat.
about.
Yeah, just let us know, and we'll get into it. But
will.
any questions you
We will.
got for Connor as we go along, we're
Yeah.
we're asking.
We're up for that, aren't we?
Definitely.
You can see that, can't you?
I can see,
I
yeah,
can't see that.
So Connor, tell
Just
us.
about see Connor.
Well, before
Tell
we
us a
actually
little bit
go
of-
anything,
Go on.
I've got a present for you all. I've got a present for you all.
Come on.
Now,
We
it's
like
coming at
these.
Christmas.
Yeah.
And my auntie and uncle love making these. My uncle makes these. They're fantastic. It's a Christmas gonk. Now, with it being Finnegan's, we've decided to go for a little leprechaun.
Nice.
Yeah, do you know what I
Nice.
mean?
Yeah.
Very good.
That's fab.
It's meant to bring you luck.
Okay.
You've got to look after it.
I could do with a bit of luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You've got to look after it. It loves cold, so in the bar's fine. In the bar's fine. So I'm going to pop it down here,
Good.
and then you can have it whatever
That's
you
nice.
need. Yeah,
Go on,
it makes
chuck it
them
over.
all.
Can you chuck it?
How
Connor?
old is he,
The
5?
bar's
It
massive.
can't really chuck it,
No,
can
I
it?
don't. Pass it to Jack, and
You
Jack will
ready?
pass it.
You
We're going to
Jack,
put it
go
on
and get
the.
it.
We're going to put it on the
Look at
bar.
it,
Here
tell
we
you
go.
Put it on
after
top of there.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Stick that on the front there.
But
Al.
they're
Can you
great
reach?
to play with. They stroke the beards, honest to God.
That's
You'll have
great,
the best
that.
fun all day.
There we go. Look at that.
There you go.
I'm made up with that, Connor.
Does
There
he
you
sell
go.
them or does he just give them away?
I think they're going to try and sell them.
Okay.
At the minute, it's just for they're just trying to.
Web page?
Yeah,
Definitely.
they've got a Facebook. I'll send
That's
you the
it.
link.
Go on.
I'll send you the link.
Tell us it.
Because they make pom poms and like
Ah.
wreaths out of pom poms.
Put the link
He's
in
only
the
coming here
comments.
for marketing.
That's
Yeah.
it.
It's not
He's
bothered
selling
about the
something.
podcast at all.
Put the link in the
Buy me a
comments.
note.
I will.
Forward
Thank
slash-
you.
At some
Definitely.
point.
What else are your family selling? Line it up here.
You told me to be
You don't want to
clean.
talk about. You don't want to talk about lines in front of from someone from Manchester. So no,
Grandma,
that
I'm
could
really
go a
sorry.
totally different perspective.
Here we go then. The questions are coming in, but
Right.
we'll get started, Connor. Tell us a little bit about your life and where you're from.
I'm from Manchester.
Oh, hey, here we go.
I am a City fan.
Hey,
Blue
Blue
Moon.
Moon.
Yeah, Blue
Well,
Moon.
that's
Yeah,
better
I'll
than
take
a
that.
Man U fan. So
definitely,
yeah, we'll take that.
definitely.
Yeah.
At the minute it is anyway. Do you know what I mean? I am.
Not when you're in the conference, it won't be.
Yeah, Man City. Man City.
Yeah,
Man
boo,
City. Boo.
boo.
Listen, they'd have charged us by now. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think?
150.
I mean, that's it. You got Everton sat there, make one mistake, 10 points, and you're going to get away
The
with a
thing was,
lot,
they
aren't
admitted
you?
it.
But you say get away with a lot.
Yeah.
Are we going to get away with it? Are we not? If we get away with it, who's to say that it's all
You've already got away with
garbage
it.
claims? Do you know what I mean? 150. That's a lot of charges.
That is a lot of
150.
charges to get away with.
It's a lot.
So you've instinctively.
All after Jack Grealish. 100 million quid on him.
I love that you've instinctively gone. There's so many charges. None of them can be true. I love that confidence. Like, if it was one charge, I think
Yeah.
fair enough. But
No,
150.
not even one charge. One charge, no.
You've made the mistake of admitting it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, we did it. And then, what do you mean you're punishing us?
All I'll say is, we've
Yeah.
got that much money. I know our lawyers are going to be great. So
They
I
are.
know,
That's the thing, innit? That's the thing. You got some not long ago. You got found not guilty, but you got fined 10 million quid.
Yeah.
How does
yeah,
that
but
happen?
our owner went like, I don't play with this anymore. He wasn't bothered. That was like a tenner out of his back pocket.
What do you want for Christmas here?
What do you want for Christmas? Canada.
So you're born
Tell
in
us about
Manchester.
yourself, yeah.
Born in Manchester.
Yeah. What happened then?
Oh God. Here we go. No, I've always been a massive lover of theatre, acting. So I started that really young. Did a couple of acting classes. Got an agent,
Wow.
and then it started really well. But then I think as soon as you hit puberty, it becomes a whole different level of a game. You know, people
Right.
are off to drama school.
Yeah.
You're fighting with people who have been in, who've gone to training and done all that. So I did a voiceover for Ben 10 advert, which
Did
is
ya?
my claim to fame. That is my claim to fame.
Benton.
Ben 10.
Ben
You know the guy with the watch you change. You might be a bit old for it now. So, do you know what I mean? Kids love it. Kids love it.
What was the line?
Jack knew it.
Oh,
If I know
See,
it, you don't know.
You said Ben 10, and I thought you were Benton. I was like, what's
yeah,
Benton?
no, Ben 10.
Okay, go on. What was the line? Can you remember?
Of course I remember. It's my
Go on,
claim to fame.
go
I
on.
love doing it. It's my party trick.
Come on.
Do you need a bit of echo for it?
No, yeah,
No.
we'll try it. We'll try it. You ready?
Okay.
Ben 10 is back in business. Start up your Omnitrix and get ready for alien action. Ben 10 Omniverse, weekends at 10:50 on CITV.
Wow.
Oh,
Smashed it.
love it.
Cool,
Great.
still remember the
Still
line.
remember
That's
it.
good, that.
And it was aired. I think we were going away, and when we did it, when we first went into Granada to record it, obviously we asked when it was going to be aired, and it was the day we were going away. I
Okay.
can't remember where we were going, so my dad recorded literally the whole of CITV. The whole day, hoping we'd catch it. I think my whole family did, and I got up at stupid o'clock, straight on the telly.
Yeah.
Came on. Dad, I'm
How
on telly.
old were you at this
We're
point?
flying in a few hours. Go back to
34.
bed. I was
How old were you at that point?
24. I'm joking. No, I think I was. I don't know actually. It was in. I think it was 2013. I think it was because I have the YouTube clip on my phone. You know, I'll watch it every now and
Oh,
then.
you've got to send us the YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah,
that-
but you can't see me. You hear me.
We'll have to pull it. We'll have to pull it
yeah,
out.
we're going to put that
But yeah,
up.
it was in 2013, so I'm 25 now. I'm garbage
Yeah.
at maths, so
Did you get paid? Did you
Yeah.
get paid some money for
yeah.
that?
And do you know what? My mum got paid just for taking me.
Did she?
Yeah.
Does it get
Oh,
paid? Did you get paid
no,
much?
I think it was my dad. My dad. My mum took me to one, and all she ever went on about was how much she got paid for it. I was like, you do know that's for me as well.
That's it.
That went on a nice selection of wines. And that was the end of it.
How much do you think you got paid? Do you remember? Do you get paid a bit every time it got aired? Or?
No, we didn't get royalties.
It's
for
just
it.
a one-off.
Yeah, so I think it was. I could be wrong. I was only young, so in my eyes, it was £1 million. But I think it could have been. It could have been like 150, 170.
all right,
Voiceover
innit?
work's unbelievable. The amount you get paid is ridiculous.
So have I got the voice for voiceover work?
You've got a face for radio. That's for certain. So there you go.
Just walked into
You're
that
gonna be
one.
shot
didn't
with a big
I?
mask on.
I absolutely walked into that one, didn't I?
We've got them all written down here, ready for you. Just keep walking in.
Okay, so you got your Ben 10 big
Got me
break.
Ben
Yeah.
10, and then I kind of went into extra work, which is literally nobody. You're a nobody, but your face is there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did Tina and Bobby, about Bobby Moore.
Oh, okay, nice.
Okay.
I won't say the certain. Michelle Keegan was on it. My girlfriend hates her because it was my.
I thought you got to say Michelle Keegan, your
Yeah.
girlfriend. And
No, yeah, she was my celebrity crush.
Oh, okay.
So working with her was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And
Were
then,
you just like loitering in the background there?
well, there's actually a really good story behind it, but she told me not to say it, but she ain't know so.
Yeah.
We'll go with
She's
it.
not watching this.
She's not
Can't
going
okay.
to.
Who told you not to say it? Michelle Keegan or your
My
girlfriend?
girlfriend, yeah. So no.
Or a court of law? You are not legally allowed to tell this story.
Exactly. Well, we were stood outside, and when you're filming, you're not allowed real cigarettes when you're in the costume or anything. Or
Okay.
the smell because of everyone else. So they give us these herbal cigarettes to smoke, and we're literally in a queue waiting to go into this nightclub. It was the Plaza Theatre in Stockport where we were filming. So it got to a point, and the cigarettes, they taste like fish because they're herbal, they're not real, and they're disgusting. So I said to my mate, I said, sod this, come on, I'm going to get me proper cigs and I'm going to smoke them. So off we went in, and her and the guy who was playing Bobby Moore was literally sat on my bag. You know, like theatre chairs fold.
Yeah.
They were sat on top of my bag. So straight away, I'm red as anything, thinking, oh my God, there's Michelle Keegan. And I went over and said, excuse me, do you mind if I just get my bag? So she went, yeah. And I said, all I need is a decent fag. Well, the pair of them start laughing. I was 18. And I'm like, what for said? Going red and red. And she went, no, nothing. I said, no, what did I say? She went, I thought you said I need a decent. Oh my Lord, I never got up and ran so fast in all my life. I was mortified, and I was so embarrassed. Like, she just said that to me, and I was gone. I was gone.
Oh.
I was gone. But
And
yeah.
so-
ruins it. Absolutely ruins your one chance.
It did.
was
Now
it.
I'd have been like, no, I wouldn't. That's a lie. What I'm saying is,
No, I don't even like her anymore. How
Hater.
ugly is Michelle Keegan? Yeah.
hater. But yeah, so I did that, and then I worked on Little Boy Blue
Yeah.
with Stephen Graham,
Oh,
which
he's
was-
good, isn't he?
he's
Stephen Graham.
fantastic.
Very
and do
good.
you know, he was such a nice, like, man to work with. Like, normally when you go to filming or anything, these main actors, they have their own caravans. Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have their own rooms. The extras and all that just get put on a bus. It's as simple as that, isn't it? You nobody. They walk around getting an umbrella held for them,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
stood there absolutely drenched.
Soaking.
But he was totally different. He came up to us and he was like, "Look, we're
Put
gonna
you on
talk."
the tram.
Yeah. No, he was brilliant, and he just treated everyone like he was the same. He introduced his first name as Stephen, like we didn't know who he was. He was brilliant. So he was really good. I met Nicholas Lyndhurst.
I remember him. He was
Yeah.
from Only Fools and
One of
Horses,
his
wasn't he?
was, yeah.
I tell
Classic.
you what, I've never met a ruder man in all my life.
I've heard that about him.
It was the first time I've ever, like, it was my first time ever filming, and it was on a show called the 4 O'Clock Club. And
Okay.
his son was the main character. He's actually dead now, his son.
Oh.
Really sad. And me and another lad, we were working there, and it was like, oh my God, that's Nicholas Lyndhurst. And you get told when you go filming not to, you
Talk to
can't,
them.
yeah, not talk to them, but you can't be a fangirl, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not being funny, it's Nicholas Lyndhurst. My
Yeah.
granddad's watched him, my dad's watched him, and we just went over and went, hi, you okay? And he literally put his hand in our face and went, I ain't got time for you right now.
Oh,
And
wow.
it broke my heart. It broke my heart.
What a
And
plonker.
Maybe he was just having
Been
Blow
waiting
your
for 5
microphone
minutes to
near.
say that. Been waiting as soon as he said that. I'm thinking, we're going to get
Yeah.
that.
That's,
What were you gonna
nearer.
say?
Bring it nearer.
Oh, you're
That's
telling
how
us to bring
it
them up.
sounds
I
to
wondered what your
bring
hand
his
signals were.
Trying to
Like
get
this.
his attention, but he's not looking at me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was, but his son was filming. It wasn't even him.
Oh.
And do you know when something like that happens and you think,
Yeah.
He
wow,
might have just been having a bad day.
possibly, but that stuck with me forever.
Yeah,
Never
it's a
want to meet
shame.
him
innit? You
again.
get
You're
one
too
chance,
nice,
don't
aren't
you?
you?
You get one chance.
Yeah. No,
Okay. And so what? You've been doing some extra work and all that. How do you end up on the cruise ships?
Well, I didn't go anywhere in life acting. Again, I have a face for radio, I think. I think that's what you're trying to tell me. So I ended up going to a college called Pendleton. After I went to 2 colleges. The first one failed miserably. They hated me. If you weren't academic, it was a Catholic college as well, called Holy Cross in Bury.
them Catholics.
Oh, I'm Catholic myself. Here we go. But yeah, so the first college really didn't work out. I only wanted to do acting, and they made me try and do law and business and all that. And it was just
They were
like-
trying to make you some money in life.
Yeah, exactly.
They were
Trying to
probably
give
just
me
trying to say, this isn't working for you, mate. Why don't you just go and sit on a computer somewhere?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Stop trying to
literally.
give me a future. I don't want your future.
It's like when you're playing footy and you make it to it as well, isn't it? Yeah, you're not going to make it, lads. You're going to need it, kiddo. Yeah.
Here's a book. You're going to need one of those.
Sorry, go on.
No. So I then went to a different college after that one, and I went and did backstage theatre technician.
Okay.
And I think it was because I was a little bit older.
Yeah.
I kind of understood, right, I really need to do
Knuckle
something
down.
now. And I fell in love with it. And the teacher that I had, called Graham, he understood everything. And I think because I was a lot older than the kids I just started, he was brand new as well. So we just formed like a really good friendship. Like we just worked well, and that was it. I went off then into stage management, and then he got me into drama school down in London. I went to GSA, Guildford School of Acting, to do
Guildford, that's my neck of the woods.
yeah.
It's nice down there, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know how he afforded it. I'm thinking back now, thinking I lived 4 years down London. I can't even live up here. It's more expensive
He
down
lived
there.
in Guildford as
Yeah.
well for
Oh, it was-
3 years.
I mean, yeah, it was lovely. The uni, I've got mixed feelings about. I don't think they liked people who stood up for themselves. Or
Okay.
do you know what I mean? It's all very,
Northerners.
it's all, yeah, I think
Yeah.
well, not so much that. It's very cliquey. You go to drama school and it's very, it's very cliquey. You've got, daddy pays for this, mummy pays. Yeah,
Oh, it's a shame, isn't it?
yeah, and it does ruin it. And then the teachers don't like it.
My mum and dad did pay for everything. Though.
My mum and dad and my grandma who's watching as well.
Yeah.
Without them, I wouldn't have been able
Yeah,
to do
well-
it. I wouldn't
well
be able
played.
to do it.
Well played, mum,
they
dad, and
were the
grandma.
backbone of me.
Brilliant.
Well done, Norman.
Fabulous.
And Kelly, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello. So then in my 3rd year of drama school, we had an email. A guy from Moulin Rouge, the musical, was looking for work placements, sort of thing. So we sent our emails in, and I got an email back saying we'd like to have an interview with you. So it was like, all right, cool. So I think it was like 4-6 weeks throughout the rehearsal period. Now, Moulin Rouge it hadn't been in the UK before.
Right.
So it was the first time it was coming over. It smashed it in Australia. So it was coming over here. So
This is in the theatre.
This is in the theatre.
Yeah.
This was the Piccadilly Theatre
Yeah.
in London.
Wow.
So I had my interview with the stage manager. Now, I actually seen the stage manager 3 weeks before for Back to the Future, the musical. But because of COVID, he then didn't move on with Back to the Future. So he then became the stage manager for Moulin Rouge. So I seen him, he's like, I've met you before. And as soon as he said that, I just felt relaxed. He was like, yeah, I'm not getting it. You've already seen me once. You didn't want me the first time.
You didn't give me
I'm
a
not
dent.
gonna, I don't want it the second time.
1950.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back.
So I was sat and I was working in a cafe near mine. A very good friend of mine, Simon, has a cafe. And I was sat in the garden of this cafe having this interview. And he literally said to me, he said, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? And the quickest thing I could think was, hopefully retired. And honest to God, that was it. They laughed the socks off. And when I got the placement. And he said that was, we actually already filled the place. You were just being interviewed for in. But because you said that, we seen you had charisma and stuff.
Yeah.
And I went straight to the rehearsal room, which was unbelievable. You're on this big West End show that's, they're spending millions on. And next minute, all these producers from America are coming, and Australia. They just won a Tony Award over in America for it. They brought that back, and I'm like, I'm in the company of absolute geniuses. Do you know what I mean? And it was brilliant. So I did the 6 weeks. I was meant to go back to uni to finish my final year. And they said, do you want to stay? And it was like,
Yeah.
of course, yeah. So I went back to uni, and uni said no.
Oh.
And it was like, whoa, hang on. And this is where the controversy of the uni came in. There was a certain teacher who really didn't like me. So I ended up going up the chain. Like, yeah, I'll have you. I'll have you. I'm going to go to the big boy. You're nobody. So I fought my case, and in the end, they said yeah. And then honestly, it was brilliant. The stuff I learned there, and not only that, the money. I don't think I've ever seen so much money in on me. I don't have any of that money now. But it was brilliant at the time. I bought a lovely coat with it.
So what was your role? What sort of things were you doing?
So I actually did about 4 different roles with them. I just wanted to stay on the show.
Yeah.
So in the room, in the rehearsal room, I was an assistant stage manager, which was what I was training for. And then I ended up becoming a COVID officer, obviously because of COVID. I just wanted to stay. So I tried doing everything I could to stay. So I then went to do a COVID. Because every actor who came in, or the crew, as soon as we came into rehearsals, had to have a COVID test as soon as you came in. So I did that. And then a stage crew position came up for like a swing, what we call it. So you learn everyone's track, basically. So if anyone's off, you do then that role.
You stand in.
So I did that. Then they said a full positions come up. So I then went on to do that. And then that was it. I think it was just under a year on the show.
Wow.
What a
Oh,
great
it was brilliant.
experience.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was brilliant. West End. The only
Yeah.
trouble was living in Guildford. It was an absolute pain
Getting
to
there.
get in and out,
out,
and especially during COVID as well. Everything was cancelling, so there was nights where they actually put me in a hotel,
Wow.
which was amazing because then I could stay and have a drink because I never used to stay. I wanted to get home. It was an hour train journey. I had to be open the next day.
Yeah.
So I finished the show, and my girlfriend had started working on a cruise, Morella Discovery.
Wee.
So
Alan's favourite.
yes, Morella Discovery.
It's home from home.
He's done some advertising today, hasn't he?
Do you know what? We have had a couple of
Oh,
requests
go on.
in the comments. Any mates rates for the cruise ships gone out?
Yeah, Alan's got them all.
Well done, Tommy, who's asking that. So go on. So your girlfriend started working on
Yeah.
the cruise ship.
So they were rehearsing in Milton Keynes for the ship, which wasn't too far away from where I was. So I'd often go on my day off down to see her, stay over in their place, and another guy whose girlfriend was on there, Jack. We said, should we go and see them? Should we book a holiday? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. So off we went. We booked this holiday. So I finished Moulin Rouge. I was like, right, let's go. So we got there.
Loaded, got me coat.
Got me coat. Didn't need it there though. Didn't need it there. This was a big winter coat. Didn't need it there. But he bought me all the stuff I needed. So we went out there, and there was the cruise director at the time was quite high up in the entertainment company that we worked for. I'm not going to say the name.
Yeah.
I think I've done too much advertising tonight.
Not unless they give you some more work, of course.
Don't want it. No, I'm joking. joking. If you're watching, I'm joking.
He wasn't watching this. It's fine.
That's it. Don't want to burn my bridges, just in case.
So we were just talking, and it was like, oh, I'd really, I've always said I wanted to do something. I think it'd be great here. I'm funny. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think you need not so much you don't care. I'm outgoing,
Yeah.
and whatever comes. So he just said to me, well, do you want an audition? And I was like, yeah. He went, I'll post some letters for you.
This is when you're on your
I'm on
holiday.
the ship.
Yeah.
I'm on the ship on my 1 week holiday. Because it was I had to pay £1,600 for this holiday. Because I had to pay the supplement because I wanted my girlfriend to sleep with me.
In the room.
Obviously, Don't want to sleep in a single bed in bunk beds because your bunk beds on the ship horrible.
Wow.
So he
I'd have
posted.
paid £1,600 for mine to stay up there. You go up there, love. It's £2,000.
Tried. No. So he posted these things through my door, and I think we were in Ajaccio in France, and off she went to the beach, and I had to plan like this a game show. It was basically Jenga.
Yeah.
So off I went, and he was there, and the assistant cruise director was there. So they give me the mic, and off I go.
So you had the interview while you were on your holiday?
Literally, yeah.
Wow. Go
Literally.
on.
So it lasted.
I can imagine you were great. That's
Yeah.
just straight
Oh,
right
it
up your
was- it-
street, wasn't it? That
But
kind
I've
of.
never, although I say I've done stuff like that before,
You've
it was the
never
first
done
time
that.
ever hosting or anything like that.
It takes a level of confidence just to even
Yeah.
do that, doesn't it? To give
Luckily,
that
there
a
was
go.
2 people in there, and that was it. I just
Okay.
pictured them both naked. It was great.
Yeah.
Off I went. So after literally 5 minutes in, and he literally turned around and went, "Have you got any questions?" And I just said, "When do I find out?"
I thought you were going to say, when do I start?
That would have been confident. That would have been confident. But I was still shaking. I didn't know. Of course, you're nervous. I
Yeah.
don't think, no matter, obviously being a comedian, I'm sure you get nervous before you go on. Of course you do. And he went, "You've got it." I was
Wow.
like, what? He was like, Cheshire grin then for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So he was like, "When do I start?" So he said, "I think I can get you. I've already been looking." So he said to me, "I've been watching you this whole cruise." I'm like, "Have you?"
Wow.
Hello, sailor. In the Navy. So he said, I just got all dancing. I just didn't care. So he said, I think you've got you a space on a sea safety course next week. He's like, all right.
Another
So,
£1,600.
well, they pay. I think it was £800 to go and do the course,
Well, you've got to put
and then
yourself up.
they take it back out of your pay once you start. So it was actually in Liverpool.
The cheek.
I know.
It's like,
You want me to work for you? but
You're,
you want me to
you're painting a real picture.
No, it was great. So off I went, and I was literally home. I came back off holiday, and I was home for 2 weeks. By then 2 weeks, the whole 1 week was on the course doing the sea safety, where you got to dress up as firefighters, part of burning buildings. Honestly, it was great. And then I had a week to go and get everything I needed. I needed a whole new wardrobe. I was a technician. Everything was black.
Yeah.
Black shorts, work
Do you go to
pants.
IKEA?
I went.
They've got loads.
I'm not even gonna go there. So I went and got all new suits and everything like that, and then off I went. I literally didn't have time to think about it.
And did you did 2 cruises or 2 stints, and they last a long time, do they?
Yeah. So normally your contracts can last between 6 to, I'm gonna say, 8 months.
Yeah.
Mine was actually 9,
Oh,
but my girlfriend was on a lot longer. She was on about 10, 11.
okay.
It was tough. They're tough because luckily we did have a break. The ship needed to go in for maintenance, so technically I did 2 contracts with them because they cut my contract off when it went in. So we came home for 2 weeks in November and went back in December, and then went over to the Caribbean. So,
Very good.
Yeah, it
We
was
have got a
good.
question. Is it as glamorous as it sounds working on a cruise ship?
I don't think it is.
Do you know what?
It's great,
I
but-
often say I hated it, I loved it, I hate it, I love it. It is very much a mix of hate and love. You work 7 days a week.
Do you?
You
7
work
days
7
a week?
days a week. As a host, anyway.
Yeah.
So
No.
does Allan, he's never off.
Hey,
I'm on now.
good job they don't breathalyze you.
Amen.
Yeah, it's you're 7 days a week, and you do get time off. We were lucky, you do get. How it works on this ship we was on is you do 1 daytime duty a week. So you start at, I think it's 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then the people who aren't on that duty shift have till I think it's about 12:30 off. So the ship docks at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, so you can get off and go away and do whatever you want. So you do get time off. That's great. But even when you get time off, you get off.
Come back in.
You got to come back in. So you can't. Go and get steaming off on a lovely Caribbean island.
And you met.
I mean, in fairness, I did meet you in the boatyard, so I would challenge that point.
2 buckets deep a bit.
Yeah.
So you met Allan and Danny on the cruise, is that right?
Yeah.
And they stuck out to you.
Danny's honeymoon.
It
Was it Danny's
weird.
honeymoon?
Danny's honeymoon, yeah.
So this was
But
wow.
everyone else tagged along.
It's great that you brought your father-in-law on your honeymoon, Danny. That is a real kind of close
I'd rather
relationship.
have been with him than Rachel.
I hope you weren't next door.
We was.
We weren't that close. We weren't that
Yeah,
close.
we did, but it was weird because Allan came on and there was talk of this Scouse comedian being on. Oh, he's been on Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, he doesn't stop. He's telling
it went
everyone on the
on.
cruise as well.
I'm telling you.
I didn't tell anyone.
News on a cruise. News on a cruise. See how I did that?
Cruise
News
news.
on a cruise. Cruise news.
That's what it's called.
It is called cruise
It's called
news.
cruise
I know,
news.
I've been.
Oh, you've been.
Oh, there you go.
Don't speak to me like I don't know cruise language. Come on.
I keep forgetting because you normally don't own up.
So Allan word got round he'd been on Britain's Got Talent,
Yeah,
did it?
but I didn't.
That was when he was on the plane. When he went off the plane and he told
He
everyone.
phoned ahead. Any special requests? Could you tell everyone? I've been on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah. So I didn't have a clue. And then
Oh, you didn't have a clue who he was?
No.
Understandable, really.
not so much. No, not so much. When because you don't get signal out there either. Do you know what I
No.
mean? The signal's garbage. I mean, we do get crew Wi-Fi, but you have
Oh.
to pay for it.
Oh,
You have to pay for it.
You're
for
really
a start.
painting a picture for
And
the
then-
way they treat their staff here on TUI.
Yeah, not only. You have to
He's deliberately not named them up to now in case he's going back.
Conor O'Brien.
What? Lost my AirPod then. Yeah, so you don't get much signal. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I met Allan, and it was like, oh, Scousers, here we go.
Yeah. Remember?
I had a thing. Everyone who was on the ship, I'm not saying I hate Scousers, but it's just football related, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a
Oh,
lot.
Liverpool,
I think
this,
Manchester, Liverpool. We get it,
banter,
don't
innit?
we? We get
We
it.
had there was a group on, and we were doing a game show or something, and I was tired, and it was just like they just wouldn't stop. They were just going on, and I just ended up saying, "I'm from Manchester. I ain't scared of you." Well, that was it. It just became a battle. And poor Ross, I think it was Ross, one of the entertainment hosts, was on the stage trying to do a game show, and we're just arguing over the
Wow.
top of him. But yeah,
Wow. So that you finished on the cruise ships now.
Yep.
You're working in a theatre in Manchester.
yeah, in
And-
Bolton, the Bolton Octagon.
Very good. And what show are you working on at the moment?
It's Around the World in 80 Days.
Very good.
Yeah, it's a great show. Very family oriented. Yeah, it's a Christmas show, so
Great.
if you're around or anything like that, come on down, come see it.
Connor will
Bolton
get you
Octagon.
free tickets.
That's it.
Oh, I don't even get free myself. I'm not in a good
Pay to
game
go
here.
to
I
work.
have to pay for my own cruises, my own theatre. No. Yeah.
So that's fantastic. And for the future, do you hope to carry on being in theatre and to explore different roles? What are you thinking?
My mind.
You've got 2.5 years left till he retires.
I know. He's doing that already. He's still going up there, so people didn't realise.
He's still living off that Ben 10 money, isn't he? The Ben 10
Still living off
millions.
that 150.
He's just sold his Canada Goose coat.
It's actually North Face. What was the question?
So what,
You
is that
wanna
what you're
stay in
hoping to do?
theatre?
Stay in theatre and...
I don't know. A big part of me, when I see someone else on stage, I hate it. I
Okay.
really
'Cause
hate
you wanna
it.
do
I
it.
just want to do it. I want to do it. And, you know, the world of acting and stuff, like my missus, you know, she goes to auditions after auditions. It's such a cutthroat industry. And I think I'm safe because I can do the job I'm doing now. But my dream was obviously to go back to acting, try that. I'd love to just give it one more go. You know, I want to get a few reels shot and stuff like that, and just give it.
My
You've got to.
my advice, and I do
Go
this
on.
to everyone, I
Wait
say
a
this
second, we have got a little jingle for this
Oh,
bit.
Alan's
awful
I would say it's not awful advice. This
you
I would say
should
this is
ignore.
good advice.
Okay.
then.
There's a story in the Bible, right, where there's a tree that doesn't give fruit,
Okay.
and someone goes to it and says, right, the gardener kind of says, like, cut that down. No, the fellow who owns it. Cut that down. It's no good to me if it doesn't bear fruit. And the gardener says, no. Let me dig around it and let me fertilise it and let me nourish it for a year and see if it does it next year. So I always say to everyone who's thinking of quitting, give it another year.
I'm not a quitter, and must. You know,
I don't mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But give it another year.
do.
Don't give up on your dream.
Yeah,
give it another year.
I just feel
Literally,
like
go for the reels.
Yeah.
Invest some money in it.
That's it.
And go for it.
that's it. It's money.
And
It
I
is
think-
money. It's always
you know,
money.
working in theatre, you don't have the time.
No.
You know, you're working literally every hour. God sends it. Ain't the best money. You know, I'm still
Yeah.
living at home.
I mean, I'm talking to you
coming
like,
back.
and I've done the exact opposite. So what I've just told you, right? But what I say to people, don't give up on your dream. Go for it. Give it another year. Put everything you can into it for a year and see what happens.
But I also think it's like, what is success? What does success look like, and what
Okay.
does it mean? Because I talk about this with them. My wife is a musician. She writes songs. She's really talented. But again, it's a cutthroat industry. So she's released a couple of albums that, you know, have been really well received. But what is success
Yeah.
for her?
He's an
like,
Arsenal fan, he wouldn't
is it-
know.
So for her, is it like you know, it's not a million listens or whatever. That's not
No.
what she's achieved. But there's something about, I guess, for us
There's
and
something about
people of
just putting
faith,
it out
it's like
there.
she feels that she was, you know, we're people of faith. She feels like she was created to do what she's doing, and so for her doing it in whatever form she's able, and you know, and giving passion to it, and that means saving up the money to record another album, and then doing it, you know, in taking some holiday from work to do it. You know, for you, there seems to be something really clearly in you that feels like you come to life when you act. That there's a
It's not even so
purpose
much
to
acting,
that.
This is my day-to-day life. I am this crazy every day of my life. I don't stop. Like, if someone says something, I'm thinking of something to say funny. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just don't think I'm in for a 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
I'm
You need
to
born
do it.
Well, you
I'm
need to
born
pursue it then,
make
You need
don't
to
you?
go
laugh.
for a stand-up
Yeah,
comedy.
well,
You should. You should.
I think it'd be great. I think it'd be
Especially
funny.
if you've
But
got
I'd
that
probably,
quick
I'd probably
mind.
get cancelled because again, I
Yeah.
don't have a filter either. That last week on that cruise, I had no filter whatsoever.
You didn't have a filter.
I was ready to come home when everyone was getting it.
Everyone got it.
You
I
made
remember.
it 45 minutes now. We're so good. You're just about hanging in there. So Norma's proud.
I
well
remember
done.
that last week. I was with you, last week.
What was
Quiz
it?
nights and that.
Yeah, we had like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a quiz, weren't it?
It was a
And,
quiz, and someone
He was in a
said,
dark place at this point,
Oh,
were you?
so-
Oh, I was ready to. I was ready
What was
to
it?
come
What
home.
was it? They said, Danny. It's
It
not.
was-
It's not. Oh no! It was. He went.
No,
it was
no,
something to do with
no.
the answer, and he went, "No, it's not who you know. It's who you sleep with."
Yeah, yeah. Because the
About
other
the-
host,
about the other ref.
Yeah.
the other host was playing, but her boyfriend was the drummer.
Yeah.
And they were cheating, and I hate.
Yeah,
even
they
though
were cheating,
Listen,
yeah.
let me-
you cheating! He's having a laugh, isn't he? 115 cases. Anyway, carry
They
on.
were cheating.
Anyway,
They were
go on.
cheating.
Yeah.
So you
They were.
can't stand cheaters, so you're
No.
calling
You can't
us.
stand cheating, so we supported
the last-
Do you know what? Every host on the ship cheats. Like when you do their music quizzes, it's a backstage. They have a board.
That Ross was the worst.
Which one?
Ross.
Oh, Boyo, the
Yeah.
Welshman. I love him. I tell you, there's some stories off air I can tell you about him. Ross, if you watch it. Yeah, they were cheating. Did we all cheat? You know, we tell the guests what the answer is
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
win. Do you know what I mean? And I was
only a laugh,
angry.
though, innit?
Yeah.
I didn't want it to win. I really didn't want it to win. And they guessed the music question right. And of course, it was like, oh, it's not what you know, it's who you sleep with. And then I made a big thing of a boyfriend being the drummer.
Yeah.
I actually got in trouble for that.
I can imagine.
Back then. I
I don't think you've got to worry about Tui giving you another job. It sounds like you've put
no.
an end to that.
No,
did.
he was funny.
It was
He
good.
was
Oh,
good.
It was
Very
clean.
good.
It was just.
I mean, in fairness, on that type of cruise, it's a good laugh, innit? It's
Yeah.
just you're having
It's a good
banter, it's a
atmosphere.
laugh, you know.
Yeah.
It's only jokes, isn't it?
That's it.
the best thing was, did you see Liars Club
I don't think
on
I
the
did,
ship?
no.
So when did we have a comedian on? It was a guest act.
Yeah.
Not as a guest, darling. You missed your chance. But if you knew, but I got you on. So they make like a Liars Club. It's a bit like Would I Lie to You?
Oh,
You know the
right.
show.
I think I might have seen it.
So Scotty was
Scott,
on,
yeah.
and it was the first time they asked me to do it. So they normally have the cruise director on a host. So we did it. I got the words, and it was like one person's telling the truth on it, one person's lying. Now it's an adult game. It's an evening
Yeah, yeah.
game show. It's later
in
on
the
than a
bar,
normal
yeah,
one. So I
yeah.
thought, oh, they've got a comedian on. so I can push the boat. No one told me the rules. Nobody told me the rules. So off I went, learning what can I say for this? What can I say for this? So they said, right, the word was Willie was. But why
Connor,
give me-
where is this going?
Why give me a name like that? I ended up coming out saying it was like helicoptering and stuff like that. And Harley Quinn, the cruise director, just got lower and lower in his chair, thinking, "What are you? There's children in the audience. There's children." And I just went full blasted it. Willie
I
was.
didn't see any
and then
kids on that cruise.
there was a sex toy one. Oh, that was the last time I ever did Liars Club. They never let me.
I bet you there was.
And so Connor, tell us, you've got some exciting news tonight, haven't you? Because you're going to start your own podcast.
Yes.
And so you've come down and you're finding out a little bit about how the technology and all that works. But give us your big reveal.
So this is going to be the poorer version of yours.
Okay.
We can't afford all the fancy lights.
To be honest, we can't. We thought we were winning a competition and we never. Typical, innit?
This will all be going on eBay soon, Connor, if you're interested.
Not a problem.
Yeah. So yeah, we're doing me and another lad from the ship, and we decided we were drunk, I think, when we decided. But I wanted to do one for a while, just to give it a try. But yeah, we've decided we're going to do one. We're going to call it Two Men Chat Ship.
Ship.
With a P.
Very good.
Yeah.
I love that name. What's going on here? Are we on fire here, Jack? What's happening here?
Jack's vaping. And Danny's getting off. Where's Danny
Danny's
going?
gone.
Okay, go on. Danny needs the
happening here?
toilet. Go on, Connor. Sorry, carry on.
So Two Men Chat Ship, and we're just going to talk about our experiences on the ship.
That'll be boss.
That's a great
you know,
idea.
all the stories that you can't tell guests at the time. We've got a few stories about guests we want to tell ourselves. You know,
Yeah.
I was strangled one night.
Oh my goodness.
You were
But
strangled?
Yeah, in bar 11.
Yeah.
There was a guest, and he's tried fighting another guest,
Oh my
and he was like,
word.
"Right, you've had enough. Go home. Go back to your cabin." Blah blah blah. He came back 20 minutes later, and he was like, "Right, I've told you. I was the DJ because you know you get a DJ
Yeah.
every night." He was like, "Right, enough. Like unless you want us to call security, you need to go." And then next one, he's like, "You're not my dad." I was like, "Well, I feel like your dad because you've been an absolute immature."
Oh, the stuff you have to
And
deal
he
with,
just
that's
went
just
like
not
that.
right, is
Boom, and he
it?
gripped me throat, and it was like, "What do I do?"
Do people get kicked off the boat for that kind of thing?
Well,
They
I
should do,
wanted
shouldn't
him
they? They
to.
should
There's
do.
so many.
Do really?
That's
But
horrendous,
this wasn't his
the
first
stuff you have to put up
offence
with.
he made
Right.
on the ship.
Oh, we should have
So,
gone.
and he's gripped me, and all I could think is, if I hit you,
I'll
I'm gonna
get
lose my job.
Yeah.
So I carried on laughing at him, and I'm laughing. All the bar staff are just watching.
Oh, my
and this
word.
guy's strangling me. Gina, my missus, was there, and Ross ended up coming over. Well, you've seen Ross.
Yeah.
Like, stop it! Like, Ross, get him off me. So yeah, so there's stories we want to tell, you know, and
Wow.
just a bit about the crew life, you know.
Connor, you should go for it, mate.
Yeah.
Come on.
We're gonna
do it.
it's
Don't
gonna
just
be
let...
starting hopefully in January.
Very
Well,
good.
as soon as you've got a link to the first episode, you send it to
Send
us,
to
and
us,
we're
we'll send it out to our
send it
6
out
listeners.
to our lot. And
So I've got one Norma.
yeah, that's it.
Got the
Norma.
first listener.
That's it. Very good,
Yeah.
Connor. Excited about that.
Yeah.
Look, every guest we have, Connor, we talk a little bit about faith.
Yeah.
Often when we're in the pub with our mates,
Yeah.
even if they have no faith, at some point in the night you'll
Something
get
comes
around and you'll get something difficult in someone's life,
Yeah.
something
Something's
someone's going
happened.
through,
Yeah.
and you'll start talking about the big things of life, meaning, all that stuff. And I love those conversations. I can't resist this opportunity just to ask you a little bit. And you said before we come online,
What's my preferred faith?
well, yeah,
George Michael.
Yeah.
All day long.
It's a good song, that. It's a very good song. For you talked about,
Being a Catholic.
maybe growing up a Catholic
Yeah.
or having that kind of
Yeah.
background. Was that?
I went to a
what
Catholic
did that look
primary
like?
school. I went to a Catholic high school, first Catholic college. Yeah, I mean,
Was that a positive? Did you enjoy? What did you make of faith growing up? Was it and being in the college and that? Did it seem like something?
I think by the time you go to college, you question everything, don't you?
Yeah.
You don't want to, me great grandma, my great Nana Jean, she was never Catholic, and she had a brain hemorrhage, and she said she saw her dad, and he pushed her back down basically, and that was it. My nan turned Catholic straight away. She then went over to Lord's.
So she had an experience,
Yeah.
like a near-death
Yeah,
experience.
she was basically dead, and then they brought her back to life after a brain hemorrhage.
But during that experience, she saw her father.
Yeah.
And that sense that he was saying to her,
Yeah.
come and have a seat, Danny. You're not going to be subtle about this. So she had a near-death experience, and
Yeah.
she
Wow.
she felt like she'd saw something beyond, like, and saw a family member, a dad,
yeah.
and that he. Wow! So for
that-
her, was
that
that was quite
changed.
a comforting
That was her
experience. That would
change.
change. That would
Yeah.
change something
Well,
about you.
then she became like massively Catholic. Like
Okay.
she wouldn't miss church at all.
Okay.
She would take me down to church, and they had a priest called Father James, and I tell you what, he was the coolest priest I ever met. He had a motorbike. I think he was like a Mohican. He had. And he was
That's
honestly,
amazing.
but even his what do you call it? I forgot the
Don't
name.
know.
Services.
Oh, yeah,
Services.
yeah.
They were
Masses.
enjoyable. Our priest,
Yes.
our local priest was Father Chris. He was called. He was shocking. He
Oh,
was
nice. We've got two.
shocking.
They're both as bad as each other.
Yeah, I'm back now.
That killed me off. But yeah. So yeah, I would say I'm Catholic, and I don't go to church
Yeah.
really. No, I think it's just time. My only days off are Sunday, and listen,
Yeah.
the last place I really want to go early in the morning
Yeah.
is church. I mean, when something goes wrong, you sit there and you go, "Please God, can you
Yeah.
Yeah.
please give me some more money?" And I promise I won't drink again, and all that. But yeah, I do feel like I do believe. I want to believe.
Yeah,
I want to believe in
Interesting.
it.
Why would you? I'm interested. Why would you want to believe? What's
Hopefully
the
all
urge?
the bad stuff that I've done will get
Yeah.
rectified.
I mean,
No,
it
I
sounds.
think it's just something nice to, I don't know, it's weird, isn't it? Like, if someone told me, like, there was a man that did everything, you'd be like, yeah, whatever. But something about Catholics, it's like, yeah, it's the Bible, it's believable.
It sounds to me like some of our other guests, where there's a sort of belief that there is something, but there's almost and I might be putting this on you, and I might be wrong. There's almost a kind of, well, it's not really relevant to me though, where other people have said at some point in their life that changed. Like even on
Interesting.
Sunday when we had
Interesting.
Matthew up,
Yes,
because Matthew was like proper atheist, grew up in a church environment and all that, and then when he got to, well, I don't know what age it was, but he got to some teenagers, probably late teens or something, and decided he was atheist, and for years, like basically atheist, like used to like come
Quite
up with
aggressive.
quite aggressively atheist, and then like the beginning of this year, completely changed, kind of like completely changed.
that he
I was
articulated
quite
an
shocked.
experience.
Yeah.
that
He realised that God
Turned it-
was real, kind of thing, and then that meant he had to do something about it, which is what I'm saying. You're saying, I think there might be something.
I do,
This is
but
what
I definitely do believe.
Yeah,
I
but
do. I know deep down.
but I'm not really sure it matters.
I think it. Do you know what the thing is? I think it only matters to you when you want something.
Right.
Which I know is bad.
Interesting.
I'm being honest.
Interesting. Yeah.
You always then, if something goes wrong or
Yeah.
somebody's
Yeah.
ill or something like that, you turn to it. And I think it's bad, isn't it? That I'm saying that you only turn to, God or your faith when you really want something or something's happening in
Interesting.
your life.
Yeah.
And I think some people do, and I think
yeah.
some people in their. I think other people. You hear stories of people who were flying high. Like there wasn't a need. It wasn't a response out of a need. But I do think others, at a point of crisis or a point of need, if they turn to something, and if they find something in that moment that's real and that's sustaining, it then would be something they would pursue further. I guess like your nan, but in a sense. What I like about your nan's story is, sorry, was it your nan?
Yeah.
What I liked about her story was there was a sense of like, she'd had that physical, that brain hemorrhage, but it was like she got, she felt like that experience of like her family member reaching out to her, but there was a sense of, from her then there was a response, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Which is quite, beautiful, like beautiful in a way that she felt like that realization that there was something else and that actually that meant for her life would look different from then.
Honestly, she properly
Completely
just
changed.
changed, and she was just. You went in her house, there's pictures of Jesus and everything
Yeah.
like that. But she was a massive United fan.
Oh,
and when
you
United were on, the swear words.
You've kind of ruined it now,
Oh, Connor.
We were loving it until then. Now we think she's condemned to hell. I'm only messing before we get complaints.
Oh,
She's
Connor.
sure she's lovely and she's
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Connor's a nan.
Red Devils, though. Come on.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
Connor.
didn't
I'm
accept
only
it as
messing.
just as much as you, by the way.
No, fair enough.
Pictures of Luke Shaw in the living room.
Luckily, she didn't get to see them as they are now. She'd be very devastated.
Oh, bless her.
She's in it in the good days.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, thanks for sharing a little bit
Yeah,
about that,
definitely.
Connor. We
Fabulous.
appreciate it. Really loved your perspective on that. We're going to play a game.
Are we going to play a game? Is
We're
it
going
that
to play a
time?
game. It's that time. So we need you, if you're watching at home, thank you for joining us. We've actually got Brian, who's posted in for the pom-poms and the gonks. So and all the money's going to
There you
the
go.
podcast, apparently, which is very much appreciated. No, all the money's going to...
Thanks, Brian. My
Thanks,
podcast,
Brian.
that's the first. I didn't know about that.
Haven't even started
Oh,
yet.
yes,
You got more
yeah.
money than that.
All the money is going to the Community Heart Trust. So
Yeah,
Fabulous.
well done,
it's
Brian.
It's actually
Great
a
work.
really sensitive topic where the money's going.
Yeah.
I'm sure they won't mind me saying this, but their son, the younger son, had a really bad heart problem. And as a surgeries after surgeries, not bloody blah, but surgeries after surgery, he's now got a defib inside him. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get defibrillators around the community.
Yeah.
Trying to put them everywhere they can, and they're doing really well.
Fab.
They are doing
it's
really well.
amazing.
They're absolutely smashing it. So they've got these gonks that are coming out. They've got the
Wow.
reefs. They've had bands, like wristbands and all that. They're doing it such a great
Definitely
thing.
drop the
Yeah, definitely.
link
No,
in the
Brian's
comments.
put it in.
Oh,
I
has
think
he?
Brian's put it in the
Okay.
comments. So
Yeah.
come on, go and buy some of
Yeah,
them. It's
anything-
going to a
anything.
fantastic
Christmas.
cause.
You know?
Great.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
good.
fabulous.
Great. So we need your help. If you're watching, if you're listening back, you can just shout the answer randomly while you're listening on
Yeah,
the bus.
just shout at the
scare,
telly.
really freak out the people who you're journeying with. But Alan's been doing blankety blank. Do you know what, Connor? We should have got you to run the game, but you're about to see Alan.
Oh, you're gonna host it?
He's
Oh,
gonna
God.
host it.
I'm gonna be one of
See
them
if-
annoying passengers on the ship.
Sounds
you
like
could,
him at a karaoke.
Oh, don't even get me started on the karaoke.
If you could, put Alan in a chokehold at some point during this, that would really make my day.
Okay.
Just to give me
They throw rotten tomatoes at you.
So, Alan, this is your audition to see if you can get on the cruise ship
I
again.
can't. I blow every audition I've ever had, so it doesn't matter.
It's a no for me.
It's a no from me. Yeah. Not tonight. No.
Okay, go on then.
We're doing blankety blank. You know the kind of story blankety blank how it
course,
works.
yeah,
You know how it works.
yeah.
So we're gonna, and I've cut it short because Tom's been moaning at me about me and me questions.
The questions are really long.
My questions are long and all that, and he's moaning.
At least you'll be able to
with
read yours. I really struggled
Yeah.
to read them on the cruise, and I got a lot of bad feedback.
Ah.
But I made a joke out of it. I was like, I'm thick. That's
Yeah.
why I'm doing this.
Well, I can't read.
Alan
So there we
can't
go,
read
Alan.
either.
You're
so
fine, don't
it's
worry
only-
about it.
You sharp brothers.
I can't even
Told you.
see that.
Hi,
Never mind
Daddy.
read it. So I've simplified the game for us tonight. I've simplified it. I'm doing what they would have been the super match game, right? So it's less words.
It's less
Although I've took ages explaining it now,
Okay.
right?
And if you're at home, you need to write in the answers.
Yeah, very quick because it's
Very
quicker
quickly.
this
Okay.
time.
Here we go.
I'm just gonna. It's 2 words basically nowadays. This one,
Blue
and I'm
moon.
gonna ask you something. We wait, then us 4. I don't know whether Zanny should play. No, Zanny can be one of us in this one. It'll be
Okay.
Connor.
Right, it's Connor, yeah.
So you get the chance of matching 4 of us, okay?
Okay.
And
That's not fair, is it?
From Manchester. Privileges.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, leave him on his own, yeah.
they always play by different rules in Manchester, Dan. It's fine,
Danny,
it's
no,
fine.
Danny can play, but we're gonna take 10 points off him. Just
Danny starts on -10.
Still stay up.
we'll see.
Okay. So when I say it, we all have to think of it.
Write
You
your
don't answer
answers
straight
in the
away.
comments. Get your
You don't
fingers
answer
ready.
straight away. So
Okay.
the first one is golden blank.
Golden something.
Golden blank. Golden blank, Jack. Don't look
So
at me
quick
like
as
that.
you can. What's
Quick
the
as you
word
can in
after
the comments.
golden?
Yeah.
And
What's
it's
the word? Golden blank.
yeah.
Yeah.
So have you got Connor? Don't tell us yet, but have you got something that's coming in?
Yeah.
You're thinking of something. Okay. If you're at home, write it up as quickly as you can.
Okay.
Okay.
Write it up. Is anyone writing anything?
There are. We've got a few. We've got a few. I tell you.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna say it. We're gonna say it. Okay. Connor, golden.
Do you want the clean version? Or
Yes.
the-
Yes.
okay.
Always.
Golden boot.
Golden
Golden
boots. It's good, that.
That is good.
It is good. It's not right.
It's good, but it's not right. What were you going to say?
Oh, Jack.
Yeah. What do you mean you've got nothing? Just think of a word, any word.
Just say
Golden-
a word. First word that comes to your mind.
Don't say that, Tom. He's 18, Tom. Stop that, lad.
But he's not go on.
You're not playing.
No,
No,
that's it.
Danny,
Jack's out.
what golden what?
I'd have said balls.
Okay.
Only because of the David Beckham documentary that
Yeah.
I know you've sort of been watching.
Very good.
Good in it.
So
Okay, what would you have said?
I would have said golden hair.
Golden hair. I'd have said balls as well. And
It's a
again,
clean version,
David
so I
Beckham.
didn't-
Yeah.
no, it's
I
not
didn't
clean.
consider that. I didn't consider that wasn't clean. So
Well done, Tommy at home.
would you have said balls normally?
Matt
Yeah,
O'Brien.
I did. Oh,
Golden
that's my dad.
balls.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't.
Don't you tell him. No, I had
Okay.
golden balls or golden boot.
Golden
Yeah,
ticket.
we'll take boot. He'll
Beverly
say
got
boot.
boot. Beverly got boot at home.
Well done, Beverly.
Well done, Beverly.
Yeah, okay.
All
So,
right.
none. You got none there, Connor.
Great.
Not a
Sorry.
good
Fantastic.
start, Connor.
You're doing well.
Not a good
You could
start.
end up in the pool here.
Yeah.
Got a jacuzzi over there.
Hey, listen.
You don't
I
want to
sleep
go in
over
it.
there,
It's awful.
Sleep in it.
Okay, the next one. The next one. Everyone ready at home?
Quick as you can.
Blank card. Blank card.
Okay.
This is easy. Come on, Connor.
I think that
Yeah,
one's
but-
easy.
That's easy.
There's never any money on it.
I think blank, and it sounds similar. Card.
Hard.
Yeah, blank card. Okay.
Oh, right. Okay, I wasn't thinking that.
You don't have one. You have an allowance, don't you? Right, from South South. They have an allowance, don't they? Daddy leaves me an allowance.
I know the feeling.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone writing in? Yeah.
It's coming. Yeah.
Okay, Connor. Blank
I really want to go
card.
stupid with this one, but you said it sounds like it, so I'm going to be clever. I'm going to go bank card.
Bank card.
What were you going to say?
Birthday card.
That's what I was thinking, but I changed it.
Bank card.
Bank card.
Yeah.
One.
Oh,
What were you
no,
going to say?
yes.
Pink card.
Pink.
Pink
Pink
card, yeah.
card.
Pink card, yeah.
What does that say?
Why are you even playing? I mean, it hasn't even got the T on the end. You can't even spell. No wonder you got deducted 10 points. You can't even spell. Look at
Bank
it.
card then. Mouth.
Cut
You
up.
can't change it now.
Cut up.
Corrupt. You're all corrupt.
Give us another 2 points back.
Bank.
card.
2 points for Connor. Way.
People went. People. Well,
Come on.
Don't you say?
Press
It's not that quick. We had. I tell you what, though. I think Matt, your dad's on the same wavelength. He's gone.
No,
for
he's
bank.
a lot cleverer than me.
Okay,
I don't think
is
I'm
he?
his dad. That's probably why I'm thinking. My dad's very smart. I'm definitely not his son. So, Allan, you could be, you could be my dad here.
No, his dad.
No, good.
Not me.
More he's going on here. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
We had red card, Christmas
card's a
card,
good
Christmas
one. I never
bank
thought of
card.
red card.
Very good.
Yeah, football thing.
Norma, I'm not sure what you're saying there, but this last one's your question. Here
Is
we
it?
go. Go on, get in there quick, Norma.
The last one is
playing
Christmas.
cards. She went for playing cards. That's what I meant.
Did she?
Yeah.
Christmas blank.
Christmas blank.
Christmas blank. I'm wanting you to win here, Connor.
Me
Connor.
too.
I mean,
Look, I'm
Just think.
I'm transmitting the answer.
Think, Connor.
No, you're getting blue moon coming across there. Okay, I'm going to go with. Do you want my answer?
Well, wait.
Hang on,
Let
1
me have a
minute.
think. What
okay,
was it?
okay,
Christmas
Christmas
something.
blank.
Christmas something. We're going to do a Christmas episode, aren't we, in a couple of weeks?
Are we?
Yeah.
Defo.
We'll do Christmas jumpers and a lot.
We'll do
yeah.
something. We
Yeah.
were going to do a live one, but
Nah,
that might be out the window now.
I haven't got enough money to
No,
cover it.
we can't afford it, can we, basically?
To cover
We
the
started
losses.
paying our producer and
That's
that's it.
it.
We're skint now.
Yeah.
I'm going
Yeah.
on Connors. It's all right. you peasants stay over there.
I wouldn't. Connors hasn't even started this. He's got sponsorship on it.
Got guests.
Well done, Connor. Smashing it. You haven't even done an episode.
Pep soda. on it.
Anyway, okay.
Still
Are we
funnier than
ready?
you.
Are we ready?
Yes, yes.
So
Christmas.
Christmas.
Blank.
I'm going to go Christmas tree because yours is absolutely stunning.
Christmas tree.
I've just seen Alan's Christmas tree in the living room. I've seen his house actually. You're all right, Allan. You're making some dollar.
No. I made some dollar before I became a Baptist minister. That's what happened. When I was digging holes for a living, I made some dough. Right. I'm living off the back. It's like your North Face coat. You know what I mean? You're living off the back of it.
I am
Kind of thing. So, yeah.
Christmas.
Tree. My answer.
Tree. What were you going to say, Dan?
Pudding.
Pudding.
Christmas pudding.
People have gone Christmas pudding at home.
Oh,
To
very
be
good.
fair,
What were you
Millie's
gonna
gone
say?
pudding. I was going to go Christmas tree.
Wow.
Yes, Christmas
Go on.
tree.
Connor, I was going Christmas card
Oh.
because of the one
But you've
before.
already had one with cards.
Blank card.
Oh, okay.
Christmas card.
I see
Do you know
where
what?
See
Most-
where I went? I was trying to
See
give
where
you
you
a
went.
clue.
See where you went. Yeah.
Do you know what? Your dad went tree as well.
Did it?
You're there. You and your dad.
I tell you what,
Maybe
he's
he's
defo
just
your
as
dad.
stupid. He's
I
just
think
stupid
you
as
might
me.
be. You might be related. You might be related. It's possible. It's possible.
You look at
Yeah.
us, we're very related.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
definitely
Very
dad.
Very good.
Oh, well.
Well, I did. If I did actually think of some absolute bizarre, because when you were talking about me on your last podcast,
Yeah.
saying was you going to do as a quiz, I actually got a few questions.
Oh, go on.
See who. Do you want it?
He's done
Do you want it?
a quiz every day.
Go on.
hasn't he?
did
Let's
a
see
quiz
it.
every
Are they
day.
good? What's the theme?
They're just stupid ones. Do you know what
Okay,
I mean?
go
It's
on.
the ones I could just remember.
Go
Okay.
on.
You'll
go
be good
on.
at
All
these
right.
then, Tom.
Okay.
Stupid ones. He loved these.
If you're at home as well, you can
Join
join
in.
in. Join
Join
in. Go
in.
on. then.
We'll
Okay.
delay
How
our
many
answers.
questions have we got?
As many as I can remember. There's about 3, I think.
35.
I was going to say, you should have brought this up a little bit earlier, Colin.
No, but when you did that, we'll do 3. We'll
Three,
do
go
3.
on,
We'll
okay.
do
Three.
3. We'll
Yeah.
do 3.
But okay, you got to be honest though. You can't.
I'll be
Once
honest,
I
yeah.
give the correct answer,
this-
you can't pretend that was your answer as well.
The
Alan.
quiz that I've got these from was called Quiz with a Twist.
Yeah.
All right, there's
So
your
it-
clue.
it
So
was-
We've done this quiz on the boat.
Have you? Did you do Quiz with a Twist?
Yeah, I might
no,
have.
because it
You'll
was,
still
it was
get
a
them wrong.
rotation. So
Okay.
they're not obvious. They're not
Yeah,
obvious
yeah.
answers.
that could be a double bluff though.
Yeah. So question 1:
Question 1.
Go on.
Come on.
if the red house is on the right and the blue house is on the left, where is the White House?
America.
Washington, D.C.
Is that your answer? Is that your answer?
Well, you said America.
What's your answer, Tom?
I said
Some say
Washington
the middle.
DC.
The
yeah.
middle or something.
It is Washington D.C.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
Alan, can I just be clarified because Danny doesn't get a point just for America?
No,
does he?
no, he
It's
doesn't.
Washington D.C.
Well, where's Washington D.C.? Is it in America?
It is in America,
Well, then
yeah.
there you go. Point.
No.
End of.
No.
If it's the
Danny,
same Wales,
Danny,
if it's cheating.
Danny, you're already on -10.
You know what? It's all coming back to me now. The fella who put you in a chokehold, was it a Scouser?
come for revenge.
That's it. I said America!
What do you mean you like me, Dad?
Well, yeah, I'm taking that point.
Yeah, yeah, but
I'm
no.
taking
having
that
that
point.
America.
All right. He's cheating there.
Here we
Go on,
go.
question
Taking
two.
it
This is a
10 points, he's lucky.
genuine
Okay.
question.
All right. He's forgotten it.
It's funny. Why couldn't the firefighters put out the fire in the circus?
Why couldn't the firefighters put out the
Is this
fire?
a joke or is this a
No, it was a question in the quiz.
Well, it
It's a quiz
could
with a
put out
twist, so you've got
The
to think.
firefighters
think outside the
Gotta
box?
think
put
outside
out the
forgot the question.
fire in the circus.
Why couldn't the firefighters?
Give us, if you got the
Put out
answer
the
at
fire
home,
in the
write it in
circus.
quick
Why
because I
couldn't
don't
the
think we're getting this in the room.
put out the
People will be
fire
screaming at this who are listening back
in
to this, screaming
the
at us.
circus?
I'm not answering it because I get it right, and you should say no anyway.
Is
so-
it logical
because-
or is it silly?
Because
Silly. It's quiz
Okay,
with a
silly.
twist.
because the fire eater ate it.
Is that your answer?
Yeah.
Guess what?
What? It's
You're
wrong. At least I gave you an answer.
you did.
Not like these two.
Oh, no, I
Gonna
don't
know.
even get the question, mate.
Oh, go on. Yeah.
Because the fire was intense.
And that was the point when the fighting kicked off.
And the show is-
That was when he got you in the chokehold, wasn't it? It was at that point.
Quiz is finished. Game over.
Is the last question any better?
Yeah, this one, this always used to get the oldies. The oldies love this one. They thought
Oh,
you
I
were
don't know
going-
like this.
Oh,
one.
no, no,
Well, got me down to me out in town on Sunday. Yeah, I love trying to wear a joke.
They thought you were going somewhere else with it. So I'm going to tell it.
Okay.
Why did George Michael have chocolate all over his bottom?
Is this still okay for my children to hear, Connor? I can say I'm watching.
It's absolutely fine.
Okay.
It's absolutely fine.
Over his bottom.
Okay.
But this is where the old ladies went. "Oh, tee." Where's this going?
Michael Jackson, that one, eh?
I'm trying to think of all the George
I'm
Michael
trying to
songs
think of
I
George
know.
Michael's song.
What's the one he sang with Elton John? Don't let the sun go down on me. Am I on the right? Is that what it's called?
Keep it clean.
You said keep it clean, and then you said
I'm
that.
not even- That's a song.
Oh, dear me,
Okay, do you
Tom.
want me to put you out your misery?
Go on, please.
He was careless with his whisper.
Oh, that's a good
That's the
one.
song he was thinking
That
of.
is a good one.
That's the
That
song.
is a
Very
good one.
good.
That is a good one.
Very good.
You can just see my dad now in town, Swansea, can't you? Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I can. you want me to tell you one?
Yeah, George Michael.
Yeah, Dan. I bet you I can get it up to £10. Pound on it, lad.
Brilliant.
To be fair, Ray got it. It was a
Oh,
careless
well
whistle.
done,
Well done,
Well done, Ray. Okay,
Well
it's
done.
time for a story.
Ray
Connor.
was on the boat, though.
He was.
Wasn't he?
Ah.
It was my favourite thing to say on the joke. On the
Here we
camera.
go. So, Connor, the way we end every night when we have a guest is we get them to tell a story, and if it's a good story, then they get to join
Where's the pen?
this illustrious list.
All my stories have been good tonight, so I should
They
be.
have.
Well,
They have, to be fair. You probably already on.
wait,
But
this illustrious list of
Okay.
guests.
Okay.
You get
Get him on the
Members.
wall, lad.
members list. You get on the bar.
Okay.
If it goes badly,
Yeah.
You're bad, lad.
you're barred.
Bad lad.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
freezing,
great.
Tom. Just write his name on it. So
No.
we can stand out and everything.
he's got a suntan. He's sat under the
Oh, come on.
If only you'd sat in that seat, Danny, you'd be all right. Go on then, Connor. We'll hand over to you.
So, it's about me and my best mate, Dan. We've been best mates for, well, since we were born, really. He's me right-hand man. So, we'd gone to a club called 42nd Street in Manchester, and it's an indie bar. So, it's all, you play all like Manchester indie music, any indie music, really. And our favourite band is the Cortinas. I don't know if you've heard
yeah,
of them.
I've heard of them, yeah.
We've seen them about 7 or 8 times. We've gone everywhere to see them. So, we stood outside this 42's club. And anyway, the main singer, Liam Frey, was outside, and it was just me and Dan who'd seen him at first, and we were like, oh, look. So we got a pen off the bouncer, and we went over, and we're like, can we have a picture in that? I had a full cigarette at the time, this was when I was smoking. He made me throw my full cigarette. That's how committed I was to it, to get this picture. I threw a whole cigarette out for him. So we sat there talking to him, and anyway, there was this guy next to him, and my best mate Danny turned around and said, oh, what's it like having a best mate in a band? And this guy turned around and went, I'm the guitarist. I knew who he was. And he was one of them. We both. There was me, my best mate, this Dan, Liam, and the guitarist. And me and Liam, I'm saying Liam like I know he's my best mate. Me and the main singer just
Like
kind of just looked and went, did he really just say that? And my mate, he's not awkward, he's very nervous, Dan. And so it just ruined him. It absolutely ruined him. Until this day, everywhere I go and, he thinks he's starting getting a bit cocky. Or he's like, do you remember? And he hates it.
Just
He
point
hates
to
it. So I said, when you text me today thinking of a story, I was like, there's only one it could be.
Yeah.
And it's that. And it lives in my brain rent free. Because we still go and listen to him now. Whenever they're on and that. So when we see them and it's like, do you remember? And he's like, shut up. How embarrassing.
What were you thinking, Dan?
Dan, come back with the story.
Come on, Dan.
Come on, Dan,
no.
you've got one about him. We know.
I mean, Norma was
She's
trying
probably
to...
Norma.
Let us know if it's on the bar or a wall. So just
Yeah.
comment in the comments.
Bar,
Just like,
wall,
barred.
bad,
Yeah,
bad.
barred, not
You're
on the bar.
bad, lads. Yeah, they've got it now.
Norma wanted you to tell a story about the bath time when you were 3 or something, but we won't go there from Granny.
Basically, had a bath in the sink. Do you know what I mean? I think that's where she's going with it.
That's
Everyone
what
did.
we
You know
used
when
to
you
do.
I
Everyone
used to
does.
love the sink bath. I used to love
Everyone
the
does.
sink bath.
Classic.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well
Or
done, Norma.
She had in the proper bath. She had. Do you ever remember when you had the hot and cold
Yeah.
tap? But she had like these. I don't know what you'd call them, like tubes you'd stick on the
Yeah,
tap.
the rubber ones.
Oh,
Shower.
I thought that was my
Yeah.
microphone. Me, I'd be like, oh, woo!
You've never proper bathed until you've had to use Persil to make bubble bath.
No,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
no.
Because it's like gritty stuff. You sit in the bath and it's still gritty. It doesn't all dissolve, You come out whiter than white, though.
Bit of bleach. There you go. That'll sort him right out.
Honestly, you get in the bath and you can feel the grit because you didn't have any fairy liquids and none of that. You just put a bit of soap powder in.
I've just got a picture of you now in the sink in your kitchen pouring the porcelain.
Soap powder.
Brilliant.
Oh,
All right,
fabulous.
let's
What have people said?
I think I didn't. Most of your
did.
family members are saying bar,
Yeah.
which I think,
I'm the rot of the family.
but I don't think they've
I don't
understood
think they get
fully.
the wall, the rules.
Ray wants you barred because you still owe him a prize from the quiz on the ship. Apparently,
he's been moaning about
He's
that.
fuming
Who?
about that. Ray.
He was with
But he
us
lost.
on the cruise and he won a quiz and you promised him a prize.
Don't
and
be bitter. Be better.
you never get. Yeah. Come on, Ray. Be the bigger man, Ray.
I tell you what. I tell you what. Do you know what he's won?
What's that?
Beer mat.
She's been after one of them for ages.
Do you know what though? The prizes on the ship, they got people. And now, before I worked there, they were meant to be like really good prizes, like flip flops and all that, and spoons, the metal straws.
Flip flops are down as the good prizes.
Yeah, metal
Flip
straws.
flops and a ball.
Metal straws, but because of COVID, we couldn't get anything sent out to us, even pencils. We had to go around and make sure, we had to keep a tab on who borrowed a pencil.
I
on the ship.
remember you taking them back all the time,
Because
yeah.
we just, people wanted to do a quiz, and then when you said you have to bring your own pen, oh no, but the prizes, people got so arsey about the prizes. If you didn't give them the certificate, they would follow you around all night.
Well, Ray,
That's right.
Ray's been waiting for a
following you around
year.
for a year.
That's it.
Ray's been waiting for a year to get. I'm surprised
Ray-
he's not outside.
Ray tracked you down. He made us invite you on the podcast, and here he is, Ray.
15-point reduction now.
Here we go. He's on the wall.
He's on the wall.
Where are we going to put
Connor,
Connor?
where are
I'm
we
going to put him
about
down
here?
there. Yeah, there.
Just there under Carly.
Put him at the bottom for when he gets his point deduction.
Minus
My lawyers will have them
150.
moved to the top by the end of the week.
There we go.
Connor.
Connor O'Brien.
Oh, look at that.
You're in. You're in the
Oh,
bar.
thank you very much, fellas.
Do let
fabulous.
us know. Do let
Of
us
course I
know
will.
when you start the
Yeah, of
podcast.
Of course,
We'd
thank
love
you
to
for having
watch
me
that.
as well.
Thanks
Really
for coming over.
appreciated.
Really appreciate
It's
it.
been good to hang out, mate. And we've got another episode next week. We've
We
got
have.
2 episodes now before Christmas. Next week we've got Ruben Morley, who's coming
have.
to hang out. And he works for an organisation called the Billy Graham Association. He's going to come and tell us a little bit about that. I think he's a Red as well, isn't he? He's a Liverpool fan.
Is he?
What day is it on?
He's probably from
Always a
Norway or
Wednesday,
something.
Danny. Always a Wednesday. So come and join us again next week. Thank you,
Ruben
Connor.
Morley, he'll be
Thank
good.
you for having me,
Big,
gents.
yeah.
Really
big round of
Thank you
applause.
very much.
Much appreciated. And we
Yeah,
will
we've
see
got
you
to ring the
again
bell, haven't we, for time? Apparently.
next Wednesday.
You're welcome, Tom.
Thanks for coming, Dan.
And he didn't swear. He didn't swear.
He made it the whole episode.
Close before he does.
Do you know what? It's like pushing a red button in it.
It's
He's
like
there.
Tourette's, innit? He can't help himself.
I'm going to mute his mic now
Yeah,
just
we
in
can break
case.
now.
Danny, it's always a pleasure, Danny. We'll have to have you back again.
We wanted-
don't say it.
We
Don't
wanted
say
Danny
it.
to be the doorman, didn't we? Danny the
did.
doorman, but he didn't come. So.
Danny barred himself. He didn't want to be here.
Barred himself. Yeah.
All right. Good night. God bless. We'll see you again next Wednesday for another episode of Wednesday Night at Finnegan's.
Yes.